Chapter 19. The Reason. The bed seemed different. Peso stared straight at the ceiling, a blanket covering him. The blanket and sheets were serviceable. The mattress had a mixture of softness and hardness that he did not find comfortable. It didn't hurt. It wasn't even that bad, to be honest. It was just so foreign. He looked around his new room, the pictures of relatives on the walls, the familiar knickknacks that he brought from home. So, he thought at length, looking at the large window at the far left of the room, the one that was pitch black from the dark water outside. It's finally beginning. They had finally set sail, and while they had all cheered earlier today, it never really hit him until now. He stared out the window. Even though it was completely dark, he could hear the water rushing, see small bubbles hit the glass then slide past. The thousands of pounds of water pushing down on the octopod, just waiting to crush them. He turned over to the side, away from the window, and took a breath. Why was he doing that to himself? He shouldn't think like that. It wouldn't help with the circumstances. He was here, they set sail. There was no turning back now. But why did I even agree to this? He could only think of what was going to happen next. The rows and rows of creatures, all asking for his help, to heal them from their ailments. And he would mess up and not know how to help. And it's not like another doctor could step in and take over, so he would be completely powerless. Or a sea creature would attack, and he could be the next course on some shark's meal. How would his family, his mother, react when she hears that her son is dead? And to top it all off, he's already made enemies on the ship. What was he thinking? Why was he doing this? That made him stop. He loosened his grip on the pillow, which he had put over his head. Why was he doing this? And just like that, a feeling of assurance came over him, made him show his face from under the pillow into the outside world again, made him push himself up with his flippers. He whispered the answer, as if, even with the fears crushing him, he could not contain the words. Because it's the opportunity of a lifetime. And it seemed as if everything got into perspective for him, because he realized that even though he was terrified, even though he felt physically sick half the time from all the stress, he literally could not imagine being anywhere else. He could not imagine doing any other occupation. He could not dream of dropping out of the medical field. He even, and this one surprised him, did not even want to stay at home anymore, even though he missed his family so much. This was where he belonged, and this is where he would stay. He let out another breath, even if it would be the death of him. And at this thought, he was filled with both fear and strength, but the strength overcame him and crushed the fear, if only a moment. Because he knew the fear never went away. He had to deal with it his whole life, and he had figured out a long time ago that it would never change. Before tonight, he flopped down back on the pillow, peace overcoming his heart. He'll stay here. He had decided that. It was almost like he didn't even have to make the decision. It was like it was made for him. And at this he smiled, thanking the God who had created him for that.